right, hello everyone. It's a bit of a bittersweet day for me because it is session 8. It is our last session of Product University. I am so grateful that you all took this journey with me, whether you went to one session or all 8 sessions. I understand the time investment this is, and I'm just so grateful that you took that investment to better not only your Riman opportunity, but ultimately your understanding of your own skincare journey. So today's a really fun call. The content we have is rather short because, of course, we have our final exam. So make sure you are messaging your team and that they jump on because we have some chances to win some prizes. But before we begin, I wanted to share some exciting news about a promotion that just launched about an hour ago. So let me share my screen. Alrighty, so yes, we just launched our Shine Through Springtime promotion. You know, spring is just around the corner. It's specifically the first day of spring is March 20th. And with spring, of course, we have the idea of spring cleaning, spring refresh. So what better excuse than, of course, to refresh your products? So give yourself that head to toe glow with a discount, of course. This just started an hour ago. It is closing on February 28th at 11:59 p.m. PT or Pacific time. And let's get into what these bundles are because they're fantastic. And ironically, of course, they are connected to the education we've gone through the last couple of weeks. But the first set is our skincare reset and refresh bundle. It is the perfect little bundle to get your cleansing and your remoisturizing, your rehydrating all in one set. And I cannot stress enough how exciting this is because you guys may know we always do free products in our promotions, but we never do discounts. This is a discounted bundle. As you can see, the retail value is $160 USD, 223 CAD, and it's just $91 USD and 126 CAD. So this is a fantastic chance to refresh your stock of your Riman favorites at a discounted price, which is the first time we have ever done something like that. If you're already set on your skincare products, we have hair care, we have body care, we have our hair and body reset and refresh bundle. So this again is actually a set of the Boda Lab products with specifically the shampoo and conditioner coming in that perfect gift box. And then of course the body cream and the body wash and a free hair oil serum. Again, discounted. So retail value 151 USD, 210 CAD, and you're getting it for $98 USD and $136 CAD. So this is a fantastic promotion. I hope you all can take advantage of it. And to really take advantage of this promotion, I would love to invite on to talk a little bit about what you can do, our esteemed National Director, Mr. Tim Herr.
You know, when they made this promotion announcement, I literally got so excited. And the reason why, Angie, I'm so excited about this is because I just love these products. This Viaton, I mean, this combination right here is just unbelievable because this is what I'm talking about right here. And you're giving us this for free. Oh, this is amazing. But like this product here, right here, like the Viaton oil, oh my God, this is unbelievable. So having the opportunity to be able to get these products in people's hands right now, like never before, this is amazing. We're talking about $160 US worth of products for $91 US, 126 Canada, and that's 91 BP attached to it. They've never done dollar for dollar BP like that, ever. Like even on our regular products, we don't have dollar for dollar BP. This is incredible. We're going to close the month out so strong because we're going to get these products in everybody's hands. I've never been more fired up, but this is the big one. This is the one that I'm the most excited about. Did you guys see this box? This box is unbelievable. We get the box. We get the box. Look at this box. Are you kidding me? We're getting the box with this. Like this is now the box is limited time offer. So I think there's only like it's not and it's not like super limited, but I'm telling you, we've got to make sure we take advantage of it early. This is unbelievable. This product package, and everybody loves that. Oh my God, are you kidding me? I'm gonna put some of this on the body cream. Look at me. I've got it. The Boda Lab body cream. Are you kidding me? Everybody loves the body cream. To have the body cream and the body wash, I tell people like, look, if you don't use body wash, we need to talk. We don't need to talk. Everybody loves these products. I'm so excited about this because when you're talking about this, look at what we're talking about. We're talking about $151 worth of product in the US. Are you kidding me? This is what's going on. And where's the hair serum? And we're getting the hair serum for free. The hair serums for free. This is an amazing product offer. I've never been more fired up than I am about this. Never happened before. We're talking $151 worth of product for $98 US, 136 Canada, and 98 BP. What? Dollar for dollar BP. This is a moment in time that we're never gonna. I've been here for what, a year, almost a year, like a year and 2 months or whatever. We've never done anything like this, discounting the products like this. So don't let this moment in time slip through your fingertips. There's never been a better time than now to talk to our customers. I'm going to be talking to everybody. I'm right now, my neighborhood always walks their dog about now. Like literally right after this call, I'll be talking to some neighbors. I'll be walking around their dogs. I'm going to be like, man, you look better. You're just looking too shabby. In my neighborhood, you can't look shabby. You got to look good. So I'm just letting everybody know right now, this has never been more exciting. We're getting this for free. We're getting this for free. We're getting all this stuff. The cleanup powder. This is my favorite product. This is my favorite product. Oh my God. And the Vietnam oil mist, we're getting this in that product package. What? This is I'm going to put a little bit of this on real quickly. The 24 karat gold. We got 24 karat gold. This is, oh my God, I'm going to be looking too good tonight. I'm excited about this. This has never been done before. I'm just letting everybody know right now, this excitement right now that I feel is a perfect time right now for us to introduce our customers, obviously, to these products. Never been a better time to follow up with customers, follow people that we know that haven't used the products yet. Everybody wants the hair care. The dessert of colas in the hair care. We already found out what that's about. Are you kidding me? The Lolia lights in there, the desert, what, the miracle of the desert, and the Swamel, the bioremediator. What? Angie's already taught us about this stuff. I'm just letting you know right now, this moment in time, I'm super excited about it. I'm thrilled because right now everybody's running so hard and just sharing these products with everybody, and everybody that gets these products, they fall in love with them. They love the way their skin looks. And I'm not really, people say, Tim, you sell skincare. No, I don't. I sell compliments, because that's really what you're going to be getting. You're just going to be getting compliments all day long, right? I mean, that's really what's going to be happening. So don't let this moment in time slip through your fingertips. This has never been a better time to take action. And tonight's University is going to be unbelievable. So we've gathered so many ideas and information. She's number one in Riman. The secret to Riman is Angie. So I'm just telling you right now, get your pen and paper out, absorb this information. When I met her for the first time, it was like a month in. I'm like, where's she? What? This is who I need. I try to get around people with accessorize my limitations. Meaning what? Meaning I'm not that smart. She's super smart. We need to work together. So I'm just so thrilled. You guys all have the opportunity to be able to get mentored and learn from Angie. She's such an amazing person. She's got such a big heart and passion. And so I really appreciate you so much for doing these university classes. And with that being said, I'm going to pass it back to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Tim. I could not have brought that excitement better myself. You always have a way of making me smile somehow with even just one sentence. So I so appreciate your time. And as he said, this is huge. This is a great deal. I hope you can take advantage of it. I'm excited that we're having it. So all of the materials are in the drive. So the flyers, these PowerPoint slides I'm showing, the social pieces that we already posted on We Are Riman, all that good stuff. So get excited as Tim. But without further ado, I'm going to go back to sharing my screen and we will finish up, or not finish up, we will actually start Product University content. So with that mention, I wanted to also mention that if you qualified for the Sponsor One Unlock the Fun promotion, the store closes tonight at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. So don't forget to shop if you have not already. I just want to put that reminder in because I know you all worked so hard to get those TPs, so I hope you can redeem them. But without further ado, let's get into our final topic. So our final topic is the Riman ritual, why skincare should always be self-care. There might be a time where someone might question, why are they rituals? Why are there multi-steps? Everything is thoroughly thought out with Riman. Of course, with the products, which we've gone over, but in the combination of products, ultimately in helping you achieve self-care. And so with that in mind, designing your routine and your desired outcomes with that routine is a platform for endless opportunities of personal exploration. With skincare, you can really just decide things based on the uniqueness of you, the uniqueness of your skin, the uniqueness of your lifestyle. And so that is a fantastic opportunity. And that's something I want you all to embrace as you appreciate your skincare with Riman, is that this is an experiment. It's a time to modulate. It's a time to really feel everything you're putting onto your skin and really perceive the results in kind. And so with the slide deck, I always like to mention that this is actually my dad. He flew down to LA from Scottsdale 2 years ago, 2023, when we had our very first photo shoot, and he's the epitome of somebody who understands skincare as self-care. He actually taught my sister and I a lot of different techniques in how to improve not only our physical wellness, but also, of course, our mental wellness with those tools. So he's also a fantastic example that men can do skincare too. If anything, he takes longer to get ready than my sister and I do sometimes, but don't tell him I said that. But anyways, it's important to appreciate your skincare as something more than an obligation. And that ties really into the Riman mission statement. Whoops, which I just skipped over. Where is it? There. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that ties into our mission statement. Excuse me. So many things in our modern day skincare are something that feels like an obligation. You know, whether you're getting up early to take care of kids, to get ready for work, and you just have to put something on your face, and by the end of the day, well, you have to wash it off. But in these obligations, you kind of lack that inspiration with your skincare. So Remon's full focus is shifting those obligations to inspiration and ultimately transformation. We want people to genuinely look forward to their skincare routines as self-care rituals and as a moment for them to slow down and honor themselves through the application of their products. The second prong to this mission statement then is once you do feel so connected, either to your own skincare, to the products themselves, or even just in confidence with your skin, you want to share it with those around you, simply in the hopes of bettering their lives as well. This is really, if anything, a selfless act. We're just trying to find ways in which we can romanticize self-care again, especially in a modern day society that is so fast-paced, which you don't often feel like you have that time for it. So why rituals? Why do we specifically say, hey, couple of steps of this and that? So treatment in K-beauty focuses on prevention and protection rather than problem solving. We want to work with the health of the skin instead of against its presenting issues, such that those issues don't occur to begin with. Many things sold in the Western market are those quick fixes. They're either band-aids or they're extremely harsh treatments, retinoids, AHA and BHA peels, the list goes on. And I by no means am saying that those don't work, but they often come with huge caveats in the sense that you might have retinol burn, you might have a use limitation in terms of not everyone can utilize the product, it might be extremely expensive, the list goes on. And so instead, we are focusing on formulating gentle products that build up that innate health of your skin and that innate glow long term. And so this means prioritizing more gentle ingredients and keeping those harsher actives just to lower concentrations so that you can maintain your skin's integrity as you work through your self-care ritual. At its core, and specifically with Riman, we are wanting to promote that balance. And so to do so, you have these specific rituals. It's a huge K-beauty characteristic to have multi-step skincare routines because you're layering these products, you're layering these ingredients, and you're allowing for that saturation of otherwise gentle ingredients to have genuine efficacy. My gosh, what's going on? I'm just showing you guys my whole slide. Sorry about that. Okay. So with that in mind, when we talk about Riman being simple and holistic, if you'll remember from session one, this is a product value for us. While K-beauty is fundamental, we want to make sure it's not complex. So in our approach to multi-step rituals, we want to make sure that you feel invited to experiment and to participate realistically. And so that's why we use these three basic tenets of K-beauty, of cleansing, hydrating, and protecting. These are the most basic but most important activities that your products can have for genuinely healthy skin. Of course, with cleansing, you're removing daily impurities or you're preparing your skin in the morning, but in general, this helps your skin better absorb further products and removes potentially irritating impurities such as pore clogging oils, etc. Then you must go in with that hydrate. You have to replenish your water and your moisture stores, so your oil stores within your skin, so that your cells can properly function and can bring about that glow. And of course, to seal the deal is protection, whether it be UV protection or reinforcing your skin's innate protection, being your skin barrier. It's important that we really lock in all of the efforts you've done for your skin so that you can go about your day in confidence. You know, that you're not exposing yourself to environmental exposures that could be detrimental to your skin health. And so that's why we've created the 3 basic Riman rituals that I hope you all know and love. And the core one, of course, is the expert Riman ritual. Now, this has the most products, it has the most steps, and that's why we understand that not everyone will initially go towards this. But this specific ritual is entirely aligned to not only satisfy those basic K beauty tenets, but to otherwise allow for exploration with the different products and their sensory experiences. You get the Vitamin Oil Mist and the Calming Balance Gel for hydration and moisturization. You get Boo and Active Cream for that core deposition of the giant byung pool. Of course, you have the Aqua Protection Sunscreen to lock in those efforts. And so that's where the Expert Rimmon Ritual was born. On the other end, of course, and again, this was in our discussion of comparing Radiant Sum and Dermatology EX, the Radiant Sum 100 or the Advanced Rimmon Ritual focuses more on mature skin types, dry skin types, or those who have identified skin issues. They have hyperpigmentation they want to address, fine lines and wrinkles they want to reduce the appearance of, etc. I also know some people that do pick this one because it has less products and less steps, and that's okay too. It's your skincare routine and your ritual. But with this, of course, we are focusing still on those cleansing steps, and then you have your hydration, your moisturization, and protection in terms of reinforcing your skin barrier with the oil content of the Radiant Sun 100 line. And then lastly, for those that really need quick multi-step rituals, we have the essential Rimmon ritual. This is catered to those that just don't have a lot of time. Perhaps they don't want many products in their routine. This is fantastic for that. You just have the most basic form of cleanse, hydrate, and protect in the essential Rimmon ritual. And so with all of that in mind, when we come to finally appreciating your skincare as self-care, there's so many ways in which you can do so. And it really is a matter of perspective. And so I actually made a Rimmon Days on this, but it's all about romanticizing your routine, either enjoying the social aspect of Rimmon, in the chats of this very call, or even if you have separate Facebook groups, whatever it may be, but enjoying and keeping up with those who follow similar routines or sharing what has worked for you is a way to romanticize your routine. But even more specifically, you can actually just encourage an environment that allows for relaxation, whether it's your morning or your night routine. Allowing yourself to step aside from your chaotic life to apply your skincare can give you that mindset that, hey, this is me time. And that's crucial for you to appreciate your skincare as so much more. If you want to even incorporate beauty tools, things like gua shas, rollers, candles, and showers, whatever it will be, that also allows you to have more, what's the word? It's like more interaction with your skincare. That's the word. So really just having kind of the agency to participate within your own skincare, which some people dissociate and they don't really participate in their skincare, but I want you to, because that's the beauty within Rimmon. And last but not least, embrace personalization. The beauty within Rimmon, and what we always say is the right Rimmon ritual is the ritual that is right for you. Each individual and their skin is different. And so find your correct Rimmon ritual. It could be moments of experimentation or modulation, but embrace that because that allows it to be unique to you and to your skin needs. And that's it for this last call in terms of education, but don't log off yet. But I wanted to also point out we still have an outline for this. It's just 2 pages, but feel free to scan and download if you wish. We'll also be dropping the worksheet, or excuse me, the outline in the chat with the link as well. So I'll give a couple of minutes for anyone who does want to scan this if they're on their computer. All righty. Who's ready for the final exam? Yes, we are having a final exam, zero pressure exam. If you get all the questions wrong, absolutely no worries at all. This is just kind of fun way to test yourself to see what you have learned after the last couple of weeks. And there are prizes. So if you win first place, you get a $200 gift card in Rimmon product credit. Second place gets $100 and third place gets $50. So I invite you to participate simply for the fact that there are some fun prizes, but otherwise it is just interesting to see what you have learned. Oops, so I'm actually going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to switch over to the platform we are using. Alrighty, so scan this QR code to join, but you can also click the link, which again, we are dropping in the chat now. This is hosted on CrowdPurse, so it's a fantastic interactive answering question platforms, for lack of a better term, but I'll give some time so no one feels rushed because I know you do have to fill in your planner ID and your name and your email. So again, feel free to scan this QR code, but we are also dropping the link in the chat, or also at the bottom here, it tells you how to enter with the specific code. So I'm going to give some time for everyone to be able to do that. Oh, some music. All right, so I'm just going to give about a minute more for anyone who wants to sign up. Again, the link is in the chat. You can also join by scanning this QR code, add your name, your email, and your planner ID if you can, just so we can identify you and potentially send a little gift card your way. But let's get started in about 30 seconds. All right, so the way this works is once we enter the first question, there are 10 questions in total, or I believe there's 9 actually, excuse me. The first 7 questions are worth 100 points. The last 2 are bonus questions. They're a little bit harder and they're worth 200 points. The points you earn for answering a question does depend on how fast you answer it. So of course, the most important thing is you get it right to get the points, but the countdown clock is 45 seconds. As you slowly go through the question, as the countdown clock goes down, the point quality becomes less. The point quantity becomes less. So no rush, but at the same time, if you do know it, just answer because you will get more points for doing so. But without further ado, we're going to start this game. All right. All right, so the first question is, what does Inselderm stand for? Righty, so the answer was intracellular dermatology or in cellular dermatology, working at that cellular level. So let's show the answers. Love it. 85% of you got it. That is awesome. So let's look at what our leaderboard is right now. So at number 1, we have Miss Tiffany Miller, Amy Delawoski. I'm so sorry, Amy, as number 2nd. Oh my gosh, 2nd place. And then 3rd is Ruby Lim. All right, let me adjust something real quick. All right, next question. Second question is, which of the following is not another name for Byungpool? Remember, Byungpool has a history of use, many different names from many different countries. So what is not another name? All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so the correct answer was lion grass. So you'll remember it is tiger grass is that last name for young pool, but all these other names are additional names for Centella asiatica, which is the scientific name. All right, so 36% got that one. I know Go-To Cola was kind of a throw-in on there. It was on the slide for the second session, but I understand that it's kind of an obscure name. So Liongrass was the incorrect answer. So let's show those rankings. Elaine is first place. Miss Anna Kim is in second place. Hi, Anna. And third is Tiffany. All right, let's get to our next question. The space which houses your collagen, elastin, and hyaluronic acid is known as what? This is a tricky one. I made these ones a little bit difficult, but I have faith in you all. So this is a space that specifically has collagen, elastin, and hyaluronic acid. It is within your dermis. So it's within your dermis. If that's a nice hint right there. All right, just about 15 seconds left. All right, so that correct was the extracellular matrix B, or the ECM. So if you remember, your epidermis is your topmost layer of the skin. The hypodermis is the bottommost fat layer of skin. In the dermis, we have specifically the extracellular matrix, and that's that tight packing of collagen, elastin, and hyaluronic acid that keeps skin looking plump and is also affected as we age. So let's see how many got that. So about 20% got that. That is okay. This was, again, a hard question, and the majority answered otherwise. So you are still in the running for those prizes. Do not worry, but let's look at those rankings. So now Miss Kathy is first, Anna is still in second, and then Amanda Willis is in third. All right, let's go to the next question. Why does the Dermatology EX line not need liposomes? This is from session 4, the in-person session, comparing Dermatology EX in the Radiant Sun 100 line. Why are there not liposomes in the Dermatology EX line? All right, so the correct answer was A, texture and application. If we included liposomes in a water-rich line, all it would do is need more oil content to maintain the stability of those liposomes, making the line feel heavier. Of course, this does not mean that the DermaEX line is less efficacious. No one would ever design a line to be as such. It does not have liposomes unless it's on an ingredient basis. And of course, expense is not an issue for us, is that we are wanting to make genuinely efficacious products. So with that, let's look at the answer results. Perfect, majority got that answer. Awesome, y'all. So with the rankings, Anna is now in first place, no surprise, Elaine in second, and Girly Dominguez in third. All right, are you guys kind of getting the hit of this? I hope it is becoming easier as you answer the questions. I know it can be fast-paced, but let's get to question 5. Which of the following is not a benefit of the Deserti Cola hair oil serum? The hair oil serum has 5 different benefits. Which of these is not a benefit of the hair oil serum? Alrighty, so the correct answer was D, volume reduction. Actually, one of the benefits is volume maintenance of maintaining the style of your hair. And so if you remember, the 5 specific benefits of the hair oil serum are heat protection up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, frizz reduction, volume maintenance, sealing of damaged cuticles, and shine increase as well. So let's look at those results. Awesome. 70% of you got that question right. That is great to see. So of the rankings, we now have Elaine in first. Congratulations, Elaine. Kathy in second, and Leanne Matsuda in third. Awesome. All right, let's go to question 6. All right, the Beauty Collagen EX prioritizes type 1 collagen, which is the most abundant structural protein in the body. What percentage does it make up of all your collagen stores in the body? This is a tricky question, so think about it in terms of the percentages, because I know there are a couple of percentages associated with type 1 when we were talking about it for session 5, but think about it. All collagen stores in the body. Alrighty, so the correct answer was 90%. So this makes up 90% of all collagen stores in the body. Specifically within your dermis, it makes up roughly 85%. So that's why it was a tricky question. So let's see how many people did get it right. 31% got it correct. I knew that was a bit of a tricky one. I apologize, guys. So let's look at those rankings. Oh, Trixie Fan is now in first. We have Pam in second and Cornelia in third. I love seeing those new names pop up. All right, so this is our last 100-point question, and it's on, I believe, session 6. All right, yes. So what machine do we use to create Radiansum's nanoliposomes? Alrighty, so the answer in just a couple of seconds. The correct answer was D, the microfluidizer processor. I actually had to look up other ways in which liposomes can be made to make this question because I'm not creative enough to make nonsensical names for the microfluidizer processor, but let's take a look. 88%. Love it. Love it. I'm so glad you all know that. Reminder that this is an extremely novel application of this piece of machinery. Typically, it is only used in the pharmaceutical industry and typically only on an ingredient by ingredient basis. But we use it, of course, in the skincare industry on entire formulations, which is typically costly and often difficult to make a stable formula. But we did, and we did it at an attainable price point with the Radiansum 100 line. So let's look at those rankings. Trixie still in first, Pam in second, and Cornelia in third. All right, so this next question is worth 200 points. It's a bonus question. It's a little bit, not necessarily off topic, but it's a specific tidbit from one of the discussions that has been mentioned. So it's not something that you would have no idea of knowing. All right, so what is Riman's mission statement? And excuse me, this is actually not the last question. This one's worth 100 points as well. We actually just went over this. Alrighty, so I hope you know the correct answer because I said it maybe 15 minutes ago, but it's to shift your skincare from obligation to inspiration. And of the correct answers, 66% got it correct. And yes, of course, we do want to bring back youth to your cells, but it's so much more than that at the same time. We create products, we create an opportunity, but ultimately the things we are creating are for you with the focus of you. We are wanting to transform your skincare. And so with that in mind, let's take a look at those rankings. And so now Cornelia is in second and we have Janelle in third. All right. Now we're going to a 200-point question. I hope you are all ready. All right. Which of the following is not a nutrient found in giant byung pool? When we extract that giant byung pool in the Jeju lava energy water, I pointed out a couple of key actives we get from those leaves. Which of these is not an active we get from the leaf that we have in our skincare? Right, so that correct answer was D, alpha hydroxy acid or AHAs. These are things we typically avoid, as you may know, although we have a little bit of salicylic acid in our body wash. But let's take a look at who answered. So 38% got that. A majority actually answered madecassoside. So madecassoside and madacassic acid are those ingredients pulled from the giant byung pool that synergistically work in antioxidant activity and to reduce hyperpigmentation. So let's take a look at those rankings. Cornelia is now in first, and we now have Ty in second, and Leanne Matsuda back on the board in third. This is our last question, again worth 200 points. Good luck. Jeju's natural beauty is harnessed as raw materials at what Riman company branch? Where do we process and produce raw materials like the camellia seed, the giant byung pool, sea buckthorn? The list goes on. All right, so the correct answer was C, Ask Base. That is our raw material production and processing plant on Jeju Island. And so 26% got that. So majority answered Ask Labs. That's a great point, kind of not, I don't know what to say, that I can see where you would get Ask Labs, but Ask Labs is our research branch. That is where we're doing all of our research on not only personal care, but nutraceuticals and on giant byung pool. But Ask Base is where we produce those raw materials. So without further ado, we are going to get into the leaderboard, or just go back to the thing. Okay. All right, it's going to show us our winners. Okay, third place, Icornia Reyes. That's a really cool name. I'm sure I butchered it. Happy Milky in second place. You just won a $100 gift card. And first is Miss Ty. Congratulations, or Mr. Ty. My apologies, but that is awesome. Look at you all, 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, and 6 out of 10. But I can see on the leaderboard so many others doing just as well. So awesome performance, you all. I know these were difficult questions, but the top 3 people, you will be getting an email from me shortly wanting to send you your gift card. So again, first place got a $200 Riman credit. Second place was 100 and third place got 50 points. So I hope you all had fun with that. I understand how stressful it can be to sign up for stuff like this and do it quickly. So for any of you that didn't get a chance to sign up, or perhaps you just didn't have the platform, there are always other final exams. You can always come to just the last session of the next Product University and do it. And clearly I was kind of all over the place. I was excited, mumbling a lot because I'm just really emotional that this is our last session. There have been so many of you attending. Reminder that we had over 1,000 people sign up for that first session. There's about 400 people on the call today. And it just warms my heart that you genuinely want to know this information, that you want to invest in your skincare and in Riman in such a way. And so I so greatly thank you for your time, especially as it is at night. And I know many of you don't live on the West Coast, and perhaps it is now almost 10 o'clock. So thank you, thank you, thank you for coming to Product University, and congratulations on graduating. You are officially Product University graduates. If any of you are concerned that perhaps it might not have shown that you attended all 8 sessions, or if you just want to make sure that it shows us you attended all 8 sessions, please feel free to email virtual@riman.com, and we'll make sure that your attendance is otherwise recorded, because I can't wait to recognize you all at convention in the next 2 weeks. So without further ado, I hope you all have a fantastic night. Thank you again, and congratulations on graduating Product University. Have a good one.